It's supposed to be on Jonilda.
Hello, watch lovers. You know what time is it? Tonight, we have just Gavin, our producer.
Do you know, this reminds me of, you ever seen Grease?
I feel lonely. I have,
Right,
yeah.
do you remember the song? Stranded at the drive-in. We've been royally dumped today, everybody,
Just
from a
us
very,
two.
very great height. So first of all, I'd like to apologise that you have our ugly faces for the entire evening. But there's been a watch show over the weekend that they're unpacking tonight, ready for tomorrow. And Spencer has jumped on that tonight. And Kaylee was in Birmingham. She's back back now, and she's trying to sort that out. So basically, they just said, "Listen, we kind of can't make it
Too
tonight."
much.
So yeah,
You
so
do
for,
it.
for
So
all,
we're here.
for all our planning. Here's Jonilda and Gavin.
Hello,
In
everyone.
fact, this is it. We're just in charge now, aren't we?
We can do
The
whatever
way
we want.
it should be. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Monday night, that Watch Guy London. Great to have you with us as always. Don't forget, if you like what you see, then give us a big thumbs up. We'd like to see everybody giving us a thumbs up as always, wouldn't we, Jonilda? So let's just run the usual shenanigans. How's the week been, Jonilda?
It has been very, very busy, to be honest. And like everyone knows, we've got the London Watch Show coming. So we're trying to get everything ready.
We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Getting everything ready, trying to buy as much as we can, really, because we want to have a lot of watches in stock for you.
Fantastic. Amazing. Speaking of lots of watches in stock, what have you got on your wrist today?
So I'm wearing something a little bit different, I think, for me. I've never worn it before. It's a Yachtmaster 40.
Let's have a little look at that. I'll put it under the camera here.
Sure.
And you've never worn it before because...
No, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't my favorite. But recently, I've started to like it more. And the price has gone up as well. So
since you've started liking it, the price has gone up? Is that what you're trying to say here?
That's what I'm trying to say.
You're having an effect on the market as an influencer that you are. Yeah, I have to say, I don't love it. I'm not.
It's not everyone's thing.
No.
But one thing is for sure.
Yeah.
They are very, very popular at the moment.
Very popular and in demand.
Yeah.
Guys, looking forward to seeing everybody at the weekend, aren't we, Jonilda?
We can't wait. And I think it's going to be different and it's going to be fun, you know?
It's going to be very different fun. Oh, well, let's...
What are you wearing?
Well, I'm hoping that on Sunday, I'm going to be giving this out to...
You're wearing someone's watch.
I'm wearing somebody else's watch. This is the Speedmaster that we're going to be giving away. Now, the most uncomplicated competition in the world has become really uncomplicated. If you happen to see a word dancing on the screen at some point in the show, if you email it to me at thatwatchguylondon@gmail.com, just with that word, you can possibly win this beautiful Speedmaster, which is pretty special, isn't it?
It is lovely. It's obviously box and papers.
Yep.
It's a full set. And I think the strap is quite nice as well.
Absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say, I've been wearing this now for about 15 minutes.
What do you think of Omegas, Gav?
I actually really like it.
Yeah.
I was with somebody last week who is a bit of an Omega fanboy and tried to palm me off with a book that was like the Bible. I think he actually called it the Bible. I think he called it the Omega Bible. I'm going to put it back on. I would say is it's really comfy.
They are really comfy. And they've got great movements. That's what I say to all of my customers, really, because it's true.
We always do this. We put it on our wrists having not worn it and then realise that, of course, they haven't been wound for a number of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, of course, none of them are ticking.
No.
Let's have a look at some of the comments coming in. Let's say good evening to Uncle Jonga. How are you?
Hi.
Time check 1953. All booked for the London Watch Show. Greggy Boy's in the house. Josh Benson. Josh, thank you very much for the updated photographs. Loving those. You'll see I put the orange orange Patek on our Instagram just now. Who else? We've got Kenny W, Tim Jacks, Neil Brennan, T and Tickers, Andrew James, Ian Nicholson, Jamie Opulence. Great to have everybody with us. And we are so looking forward to seeing all of you this coming, whether you're coming, maybe some people are coming Friday, Saturday and Sunday, obviously I would say are the main days, and looking forward to having you come along and see us on the stand. If you are coming, do let us know in the comments what day you're coming along, and let's make sure everybody comes and says hello. I'm going to be to the side of Spencer's stand, just the side of you guys. You're always too busy to stand and speak to me.
We are going to be extremely busy. I'm predicting.
You're predicting. Okay. And so if you want to come and have a chat with me, I'll be sitting around all day. More than happy to chat to anybody. I'm going to be running some live streams as well. Obviously.
But Gav, one question
yeah.
for you, sorry.
Yeah,
Are
go
you
ahead.
going to buy a watch?
Well, that's a really good question.
Because that happens almost every show.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Are you going to buy maybe a different brand?
Well,
Not a Rolex?
I can't enter the competition. That's for starters.
late.
But I have to say, I do. Maybe nothing's really caught my eye. There's something I'm waiting for.
We're gonna surprise you.
You're going to surprise me with something amazing in the showcase. Mad Watch Collector, good evening, Russell. Hope you're well. I'll be there Friday, Saturday. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Jamie Opulence, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Jamie, you go there. Make sure you come and say hello, Jamie. All weekend for me for Tea and Tickers. Saturday for Andrew James. Time check 9:53. I'm going to be at the BQ stand. Everybody's welcome to come and hang out with us. We got plenty of room, plenty of space. I've added in some screens for Spencer this time as well. So we're going to be showcasing some of all our shows over the last year. So that's going to be quite fun. And also some other bits and pieces up on screen. So that's going to be really, really good. Paolo, EH16, greetings from Switzerland.
Hello.
Gav, will there be much merch at the BQ booth? Derek is asking.
Well, we have, I'm not going to say what.
Don't say what.
We have something new,
Yes.
new merchandise that everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, I have to be honest. It's only been a few, like literally a couple of customers that came in and we thought to already show them.
Little test.
They love it, and I think everyone is gonna love it, and everyone is gonna want one. But you have to come and see us in order to get.
You have to come and see
a
us.
new special BQ watches thing.
Okay, right, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I know some of the stuff I've been looking at and working with, so
there's definitely something
merch,
new.
absolutely. Come and see us. There's always Spencer loves a bit of merchandise,
Yeah.
and that's always good for. Good for everybody, really.
Yeah.
I always get comments in the Instagram posts for people asking for mugs and mouse
They're
mats
always
still.
asking, and we don't mind. We absolutely love sending out.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm curious what your expectations are from the London Watch Show. For those who went last time, we all had a fantastic. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. In fact, why don't we just take a little look back with a little VT from last year's show? That, James, that long solid pause where I stare at the camera means play the VT. It's not the right one. Oh, we're going to hold on for a minute. Apparently we're not playing the VT just for a second. But it was amazing last time.
It was, Gav, but I'm very, very excited because let's be honest, I think it's going to be different this time.
Yes, I'm sure.
No more. I know I know people are still getting it, but I feel like we're COVID-free finally. I feel like it's going to be a lot easier and a lot nicer because we're not going to be, as worried as we were last time. So I really can't wait. Yeah,
Trevor Wade says, Gavin, the new merchandise should be Spencer's. If you haven't dealt with this yet, it's only a matter of time. No, it's the... James, just come in here for a sec. James, it's the London Watch Show look back.
It's not in there.
It's not in there. Give me a second, James. Because it is. I'm sure it is.
So Spencer is not here. Kaylee's not here. The VT is not rolling.
Literally, it's all turned into chaos, hasn't it?
What can I say?
Okay.
At least I'm here.
James, I'll tell you what I'll do. Because this is all live and seeing as it is live, I am going to I'm just going to download it here and send it to you, okay? Yeah, no, not really. Not really. Everybody, just give me 1 second. Just talk amongst yourselves while I just sort this out for James. Hold on 1 second. I've got to find it because otherwise, what did I bother making it for? This is all going very, very tits up today. Give me 1 second. I have got a folder with it on my desktop here called YouTube Shows. And here it is. London. I'm going to airdrop it to you, James. The wonders of modern technology. Just stick your airdrop on, and here it comes. And just whenever it pops in, just pop it up on the screen. Yeah,
Paul
please.
is with us, by the way. Can't wait to see you, Paul, on Saturday and Sunday. Are you coming on Friday too, Paul?
Is Paul coming on Friday? I think he is.
I think he is. Yes.
Yeah, Paul's with us the entire time, isn't he?
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm most looking forward to, Jonilda. I felt that last year Spencer's stand, BQ stand, really, really stood out. And I have a funny, sneaky feeling that people will have taken notice of that, about the beautiful cabinets, the amount of stock. So I'm really expecting everybody else, funnily enough, to have upped their game a little bit.
I've got an interesting comment from Ian Nicholson.
Yeah.
Gavin and Jonilda, just get yourself a beer and everything will be okay.
Ian Nicholson, that's absolutely solid sound advice. A beer and everything will be okay.
I am. So Paul is going to be there from the Friday. Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to actually walk around myself and look at everybody else's stands and see, because I have a feeling that everybody will have upped their games.
Probably I'm going to be too busy, but I'll try to do that too, because I'm very curious. Like, I like watching other stands and other people and see what they have in stock that we don't have. Yeah,
exactly. James, did you get that? Because it just said, yep. All right. Well, let's roll the VT then, finally, of a little recap of the last show. Welcome to day 2 of the London Watch Show. Today, what can we expect? Yesterday was 1,800 people through the doors. It was spectacular. We were 3 deep here on the stand. Lots of people buying and selling watches. Interestingly, lots of sellers of watches as well, which is exactly what Spencer wants, a two-way trade. So take a look with me today and let's see what happens on day 2. So it's a big good morning from day 2 at the London Watch Show. We have Mr. T here. Paul, you look a little bit tired. How was yesterday?
It's one of the craziest days I've ever experienced. I mean, it was just, look, we've not had a show like this before, really, in the UK. It's kind of set a precedent maybe for the future, Gavin. You know, it's just an amazing event. You know, I've said yesterday, a lot of credit I've got to go to Charlie and the boys for what they put on.
It's been great having both you boys here. The camaraderie amongst all of you is pretty spectacular to watch.
It's absolutely unbelievable. The event yesterday, I did not know what to expect, and I did not expect what happened. I think the turnout was unbelievable.
Watching you guys shake everybody's hands and making everybody happy and making everybody feel inclusive is really what it's all about, isn't it? And I think everybody was so happy with that.
You know what did me yesterday? A little girl, 13 years old, comes up to me. I get goosebumps talking about it. She came up to me. She's like, "I'm a fan, man. Take a picture with you." I said, "Not only are you going to take a picture, we're going to put you in the video." I grabbed my video girl. We put her on video. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Kelvin, the London Watch Show, you've been here for 2 days. How's it been?
It's been great, yeah. It's been really good. It's been really busy. It's a little bit quieter today, which is good for everyone, I suppose, because getting around the cabinets was just impossible.
And Greg, have you had a look around the watches? Have you managed to sort of take it all in?
Yesterday, like Kelvin says, it was just too much, really. So we sort of wandered around. It was more about meeting people yesterday, like all the faces that we know. But today we've had a bit more of a chance to actually look at the watches and some amazing pieces down there.
Rooms are nice, the whole place is nice, and I think that's very important that it was well thought out, it's got a good turnout, and it has a good feel for the public to come. It's not like a trade show where it's just all business. It has a lot of fluff, and I like that's nice.
So for me, I've realised, oh my God, I've put on weight since then. Next thing, Jonilda, why did nobody tell me I haven't got any hair on the back of my head? Because I never get to see the back of my head. I don't have any hair there, Jonilda.
I mean, do
That's
you want
terrible.
me to take a picture?
What? No. I just saw it on the camera there. What's really interesting, actually, to me, Jonilda, is as I was watching the video, I was looking at the prices of some of the watches. James, if you get a second, if you can just scrub back and pause on some of the watch prices, because it is almost shocking, isn't it? When you think when was that, last September?
That was September, so it's not even that far, you know.
Yeah, let's have a look. So there we go. A day date, 2000 was 22.5 grand. I don't know what the prices of these are now, but
they definitely went up. I wouldn't say day dates are not the ones that,
No.
But still,
We just happened to freeze on the wrong ones.
I'm very
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get the big boys out. He'll find the big guns. But yeah, the prices are still. Have everything kind of calmed down a little bit now?
I wouldn't say so.
I'm waiting for you to say it's calmed down.
I wouldn't say so.
No, I read a lot on everybody's forums. Oh, here we go. Here's the sort of the bigger cases. I read a lot on the forums. It's a shame you can't see actually the Oyster Flex Daytonas there. We can't get in on those to see what they are. But it's a shame. I think I read some of the comments across Paul's channel when he's been doing lives and across some of the others, and people honestly believe that you guys are responsible for just marking the prices up and not understanding the supply and demand issues of all these things.
Absolutely not. The only thing we're responsible for is having to pay more for the watches and having to price them for more. So what can we do?
And in terms of I know Spencer has said to me for ages that he's busy buying. He wants to go there sort of fully stocked.
We are trying to have more than one watch for each model, but it's getting harder. I have to be honest. So if you guys are looking for something in particular, just letting you know that you might not find it, let's say, on the Sunday if you've seen it on the Friday. So hurry up if you really, really want something, because we don't have a lot of duplicates, I'm afraid.
No. So last year, I know when there was maybe 6 or 7 Explorers in the cabinet, and people would hum and ha, go for a walk, come back. If one was sold, you'd have another one. And now that's just simply not the case, is it?
I think it's going to be different, even with Submariners.
Yeah.
With watches like Submariners.
Heavenly Mark says BMW BQ meet and greet green gold Daytona was 65k.
It was.
And that's north of 100 grand now, isn't it?
When was that? That was
March. That was a year. April. Well,
roughly 1 year ago.
April. Roughly 1 year ago. Yeah. Wow.
Incredible.
Kenny W tried on a platinum Daytona at the BQ show, Sloane Square, 85 grand. Look at it now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of us have the benefit of hindsight because we would have taken everything. Time check 953. I'm after 126711 CHNR. It's a beautiful watch. Root beer has only gone up 20k since September.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's just 20k, isn't it?
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Greggy, speaking of, just speaking of you, great to see you on the video. Very much looking forward to seeing you, and looking forward to some interesting smell chat. Because we love it when Greggy comes in with a little pouch of smells. Martin Baldwin asked a very interesting question to you, Jonilda. Can I swap 2 Daytonas, 1 Aquanaut, 2 camels and a donkey for Jonilda?
Oh my God, that's... I'm going to think about it.
She's going to think about it. We'll check with her parents if they'll trade her in. That'll be amazing.
Let's ask Spencer as well.
There's a question here. Do you think the Rolex Submariner will get near the price of the Rolex GMT?
It could, but obviously there's still a difference there. It's not exactly the same, but it could. Who knows? What I can tell you for sure, guys, is that Submariners are getting harder to find.
They're now getting harder to find.
Yes, even a black one, a simple one, 41 mil. They're not easy to buy.
That was next on my list. Actually, was a no date sub.
Oh, you want the no date? Yeah. That's very difficult to find.
Is it?
Too. So if you want it,
I might know someone in the watch business. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Guys, if you just joined us, don't forget that I'm going to be handing over this, or Paul Thorpe will be handing over this watch on Sunday afternoon to one lucky winner.
On the Sunday, yeah?
On the Sunday.
Okay.
If anybody happens to see some strange words scrolling across a screen at any time during our show, please do email that to me.
And you could win the watch.
thatwatchguylondon@gmail.com. I will put it in the comments below after, but if you happen to email that to me, someone who's emailed over the last couple of weeks is going to be winning that gorgeous watch, and Paul Thorpe, you are going to be drawing it. Now, I know there's lots of special guests coming over for the London Watch Show. I believe that Paul is meeting up with Archie Luxury, Paul something or other, to pick him up in a couple of days. And I think he's going to be popping along to BQ Watches store as well, perhaps to hook up with Spencer and say hello. And I'm hoping that some of the guys are going to be coming over from the States as well. I know it's a little bit crazy out there and there's lots going on, but I don't know what the latest update is with sort of who's coming, who's not coming. But looking forward to seeing everybody. Now, the other thing that's coming up, Jonilda, is Watches and Wonders. So it's that time of year where everybody's going to speculate about what they want to see.
what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. James, I think, yes, it just rolled that little VT. So Watch and Wonders is coming up 30th of March to the 5th of April. Obviously,
Okay.
none of us could go, only important people and people with press passes. But it's the time of year where everybody's going to speculate, Jonilda, about the latest Rolexes, the latest release from all the big brands. Anything you'd particularly like to see, or anything you've been thinking about that could be good for the lineup?
Yeah, I know we've said this before, but I would like to see something new and different in the GMT Masters world. Something new.
Because that's what I'd like to see.
Different.
I'd like to see a reissue of the Coke.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
And also because, I mean, we know how popular they were. Let's see if, just in general, I don't think it has to be just the Oyster Perpetual, but I would like to see some different colors. Let's see if we can see some.
Yeah.
Colours.
I'd like to say I'm not a betting man, but I probably am. And I am going to bet that we see absolutely zero from Rolex.
Is that what you think?
I think it's going to do nothing but disappoint, because I got so excited last time for all of this, and then just realised that nothing really happens. And then
not big changes.
Over the last few months when we've been doing these shows and we've been talking about how long it takes to produce and how far Patek plan in advance for watches to come out, and it must be the same for Rolex.
It must be similar, yeah.
And Rolex stopped their production during the pandemic as well. You would imagine they've got too much on their plate trying to just get production going without thinking about new models.
I understand, but think about this. What if something was almost ready before the pandemic, and they're waiting, to drop it maybe now?
Yeah. Lawrence Fahy asks a very interesting question. As the prices are now so high, do you think people will be reluctant to purchase an expensive piece in case the non-existent crash will happen as they get on the bandwagon?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think so, because what I hear from my customers is, I wish I bought it earlier. So I'm thinking that maybe this time they are actually, whatever they didn't buy before because they were too scared, I think they're going to go for it because they don't want to miss the chance anymore.
Yeah. It's
That's my opinion.
I have to say, I am fascinated. I'm fascinated by the whole watch market, because as much as if I didn't see it on a week-to-week basis with you guys and I was sitting watching this show, I would be a non-believer. I'd be sitting there saying, nothing goes up in a straight line. But the truth is, you are as busy as ever. Every week I come in, I can't get a word in. And it's not like you're not just buying watches and you're not selling them.
We are selling them.
You're selling them, and you can't get stock now.
And also, what I'm thinking, Gav, what is the worst thing? I mean, what's gonna happen? Okay, maybe they're not gonna go up and up and up, but I think they're gonna be at least firm where they are.
Yeah, firm.
So even if you buy a watch right now and you don't make, I don't know, 20K in 2 weeks, it's fine. It's still gonna be worth at least what you paid for it, which is still great, I think, for Rolexes.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's the thing. It almost feels a little bit unique. I mean, watches have been written up now in the Financial Times as the best performing asset class over the last 2 years, outstripping virtually everything. And the last few months have sort of shown us that it doesn't matter how much a watch has gone up. If somebody's prepared to pay more for it, and that's where the market is, that's where the market settles.
It changes,
And the other thing is, Jonilda, is that there's just still no supply. The one thing I've seen that's different in your cases, when I open up the drawers and go and take some photographs, is there's less numbers of the models.
Correct. That's what I said.
The turnover is good, but there's never, 7 GMTs in the drawer anymore.
No. Even if we would love to have them, because that's what we aim to always have, we can't anymore. We can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, Kenny W says, can't stop looking at Jonilda's YM40 stunning watch. I'm pleased someone said that. I'm not a fan. I mean, I kind of don't get it. Yeah, wow. Is that the 40 or 37 that Jonilda is wearing?
That's the 40.
It's the 40. Yeah. The one thing I do like on it, funnily enough, is I do like the blue hand.
It is cool, isn't it?
I like things where it's just got a little bit of an accent on it, and
something different.
And I think that's really, really, really great. LW Watch Collector. Hi, Gav. I left a comment a few weeks ago about my Steel Daytona at my AD and asked you about my history. So here it is. I have a bimetal. I have bought 2 bimetal Datejust and an olive Day-Date 40. That's fantastic. Oh wow, okay, that's great.
Good.
Yeah. Paul Stevenson, Mr. Thorpe, Spencer cannot compete with the old geezer from last week. Paul did a fantastic job last week, didn't he, coming on
He
to
did.
co-host? And I know that Paul and I are like two kids in a sweet shop. We are so excited to go and wreck Spencer in Las Vegas. I'm really only shocked, Paul, if you're watching, that nobody has really been commenting about the sort of things and the mischief we could possibly get up to with Spencer. I mean, he let a massive cat out of the bag last week live on the show when we had him on, when he told us he's scared of heights. I mean, if that is definitely not
He helped you.
hanging him out on the Grand Canyon on a bungee jump,
That's going to be so
the only
much
problem
fun.
with that for me is I'm also a little bit sick on heights.
Let Paul do it.
So I don't even know if I could stand on the edge and watch him. I'd have to be 100 yards back, just looking the other way, feeling a little bit ill. But no, we are really super excited to be getting out to Las Vegas. Obviously, a shame that you're not,
yeah.
the ticket didn't
Can we-
extend to you and
Yeah?
Kaylee. Should we just move on from that?
Let's move on, please.
I think Paul, we'll have to bring them back a T-shirt saying the boys went to Vegas and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. that could kind of do it. In terms of staffing over the weekend, how many guys have you got on the stand?
So it's going to be a lot of us, to be honest. Almost everyone that works for BQ. So you're going to get a chance to meet everyone, even the guys from my repairs department. Everyone is going to be around because we've been very busy last time and it wasn't enough.
So everybody, I would just like to say, if you have not met the likes of David Dilly, who's an absolute legend at BQ Watches, make sure you go and say hello to David. You've got Darren on the stand. You've got Justin. You've got Kaylee.
Justin, Claire's going to be there.
Claire's going to be there. The team is extensive and have unbelievable watch knowledge. So do come and come and try on some watches and well, hopefully buy some. Jonilda brings a bit of class to this show.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, what does that say about me and Spencer and Kaylee? Well, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, we'll take that. Paul says, indeed, Gavin. Come on, everyone. We need some ideas. Yeah, pop some ideas in the comments. If you would like to see Spencer, sorry, Spencer, if you're watching, you shouldn't be. Because if you're watching, you should be here. Anything you'd like to see us, get up to Spencer. So some of the ideas that I've had is, number one, I know we are not big gun people. Like here isn't that we're not into guns. I know Paul likes his guns, but there's a very interesting shooting range out in Vegas. There's also, on an interesting point, there's a show I love called oh my god, what's it called? What's the pawn shop called in Vegas? Yeah, Pawn Stars. It's PAWN.
Yeah.
I'd like to take Spencer out there because I think that's a really interesting place to take him because obviously he was in the pawn business. I think that could go down
that could be
quite
fun.
well. Heavenly Mark says, I'm sure the zip wire down the Fremont Hotel with all you in a row would be a good GoPro moment. That would be indeed. Take Spencer to a Celine Dion concert. Don't joke. He's asked if Barry Manilow is still playing. We'll have to check into that. So that could be quite an interesting one to do. So there's a few different ideas I've got.
You're gonna find something, I'm sure.
I know. Yeah, Mark Reynolds, gold and silver pawn. So yeah, super excited. I think we must be the first men who are going to Vegas to live stream their entire trip.
Probably.
So that would be interesting, just from a show perspective. Obviously things that and the cameras I'm sure will be rolling the entire time. It's going to be very, very hectic though. Quite looking forward to that. Planes.
I've
planes,
never
no
been,
sleep.
but I'm sure it's going to be...
If you watch the live stream, Jonilda, you get to see all about it.
I will. I'm not going to do any work, just watch you guys.
Yeah, Frank Brennan, they're all scared to answer your question, Lawrence. Oh, what was the question? Did I miss another one from Lawrence? Lawrence, if you did, just type it in again. I'll keep my eye out for it. The gentleman, Gav, how much are the Rolex Pandas this week?
Well, they're going around 40 plus.
40 plus. And trading, have you dealt in any, or is that just kind of like where the market is?
That's where the market is, and even trading, Gavin, I don't think you can buy anything for a lot less than that. So
yeah, wow. Okay, let's see if that comment popped in. It didn't. Is it the same question I answered? Pop on the screen, then I'll read it out. Let's have a little look. No, we've done this question.
yeah.
Yeah, we did that question. Okay, so I obviously missed that.
That's
fine.
did.
We dealt with that one. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. Apologies, everybody. Is a slightly shorter show than usual because everything we had planned was for all four of us, and we literally got told just a couple of hours ago that wasn't going to be Spencer. Guys, we are so looking forward to seeing you on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday afternoon, Saturday all day and Sunday all day.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are coming, do come and say hello to us. Jonilda, I'm going to give you the honour, even though we're cutting it short, to do the last questions from Instagram before we finish off. Okay, so let's get... VT. Okay. Straps or bracelets? What's your personal favourites?
Right. Personal favorites, I would say in general bracelets. I only prefer the Oyster Flex when it comes to Yacht Masters.
So you don't like it on a Daytona?
I like it on a Daytona, but I don't know. A yellow gold Daytona, I really love it on a bracelet. I'm not going to lie. Okay.
So I'm going to say both, because I think there's an occasion where you don't have to prefer something.
Yeah, you can pick.
I love all of my bracelet watches, but I have to say, this is a really nice... I think this looks really smart.
It does.
It's a really good clasp.
Yeah.
Opens really nicely. And since I've put this on,
I've
actually fallen a little bit in love with that.
There you go, Gal.
I think that's super smart.
There you go.
Absolutely. Ollie Webb 1982 asks, do you see Vacheron Constantin booming this year? Very difficult to find anywhere.
They are very difficult to find. I agree with that. I wouldn't say that they are very, very... they are in demand, but not extremely in demand. So I'm going to go a little bit against, when we always say like, yes, it's going to happen. Yes, I don't see it really, really booming. Let's be honest.
Okay. Russell, the Mad Watch Collector, asks a fabulous question. Take all your favourite parts of Rolex watches to make one super Rolex. What would you have?
I mean, that's a very difficult question because Rolex pretty much, they do a great job, better than what I would do. So they know what to put together. But again, I love when they try Jubilee bracelets on different watches, different cases. So I would like to see them more.
What about a rubber on a Submariner?
There is an option. You could possibly have it.
But doesn't it seem to make sense?
It's not. No.
Why doesn't it make sense? It's a diving watch.
It's just something that I don't like it. It doesn't look right for some reason.
Oh, okay. Russell, I'm going to give that some thought, actually, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it in CGI. Let's go to Henry Collins, 177. Do you think the 116622 is going to skyrocket in value the same as the 326934 Blue has?
Right. So that would be the same... Yeah, the 116622 is the same watch as the one I'm wearing, but with the blue dial.
Yeah.
It is already slightly more popular than this. So the blue dial, it is already the most popular when it comes to Yacht Masters, I would say. I don't know, and I don't think it's going to go as much as the Sky Dweller.
You don't
think so?
I don't think so,
no. Close, but not as much as that.
Close, but not. And lastly, Jacob Kendall. Jacob, who has been very absent in our live chats over the last couple of weeks. He's obviously cracking down with some work, isn't he? And obviously we're going to miss him at the show. He was over for our show. Jacob says, excited for the London Watch Show, expecting lots of coverage. Don't you worry. You are going to be with us.
Is going to be on it.
As Paul would say, we're going to be with you every step of the way.
Wow.
Let's have a little look at some of these comments before we give a sign off. Ben, Gavin, or Given, I'm hoping Spencer will put on another show at Borehamwood BMW. I attended last one the 2nd of July 2021. I think there is a plan.
We would love to do something during the summer.
Exactly. Darren Fletcher, any more room on the Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi on an Oyster? Seems to have stopped around the 25,000 mark.
So what was the watch again?
Any more room to go up on the GMT Master 2 Pepsi on an Oyster seems to have stopped around the 25k mark.
It has stopped for now, but they are still very popular, and not everything needs, just because some watches are going up every single week, not everything needs, to go up week by week. It might take more, like a few months, or it might stay steady for a while. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely. So you're going to be smiling
I am going to be smiling. I am going to be there from the Friday seeing everyone, obviously. And we really can't wait. What can we say? It's going to be a lot of fun. And I really, really want to see
Paul's outfit.
Dad and Spencer's outfit, but also the reaction of all of our customers when they see the prices. That's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting.
I know they know roughly.
Yeah.
But when they see the watch, I want to see if they're going to be ready to, obviously, like we've mentioned a lot of times, to pay as much as that for some watches.
Absolutely. Now, Trevor Wade pops in a very nice comment. With Spencer missing this week, who is going to do his catchphrase justice? No pressure. I think you should do it, Jonilda.
I think it's me.
I think it's you. Let's give it a sign off then.
I mean,
off
can I do it any...
Do it your own way.
Okay. So... Thank you so much for following us tonight. I'm there. Even if it was just a few of us, me and Gavin. Thank you. See you on Friday. I hope you're going to come and see us. If you're not, you can follow us through the social media, YouTube. We're going to be everywhere. You're going to see a lot of BQ watches around your feet. And what can I say? If you haven't dealt with us, it's only a matter of time.
See you at the weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.